Hello, so this is the feet of Ian Young, somatic movement coach, and today on foot cam I want to show you the sequence for the foot using this prickle ball. So we use this sort of ball, softer is better, so a lot of people have much harder versions of this, but we really want to use it to mobilise the foot. So we'll start by just pressing down the foot, the whole of the foot, all bits of the foot into the ball, and the prickles are there to wake up the nerve endings, the sensory nervous system, giving us feedback so that we can feel, and it's generally quite a pleasant feeling really. I've got a sock on today, but you can do it without a sock and you'll feel the prickles that bit more. So we're just rubbing around the whole of the bottom of the foot, and I'm doing it on a mat just to reduce the squeaky noises, but a fairly firm surface is what you really want to do it on. And when we're doing this bit, particularly getting this outside edge of the foot, so you're turning your foot up so that you can press down that outside edge, because there's a line of fascia and that comes down the outside of the leg and wraps around the outside here. So it's really good to press that. And what we're doing is we're essentially releasing the bottom of the foot and the side of the foot here to allow more freedom of movement. So once we've really woken up the bottom of the foot, we're then going to put the heel down, and we're going to grip the ball with our toes, and then we're going to roll one way and then the other, squeezing and releasing with the toes and seeing if we can touch down on either side. It's quite a large ball, so some of you with smaller feet might not quite manage to get down on both sides. But we're just trying to mobilise these toes as much as possible, so making sure that it's the toes that are on the ball and we're squeezing. And then once you've done that, you're going to put the heel onto the ball and the front of the foot stays down, and then it's quite a small movement, this one, just a wiggle. The movement's happening from below the knee, just mobilising that talus bone at the back of the heel. And then the final bit is we put the centre of the arch of the foot right into the ball, and we lift our other leg off so that all the weight goes into pressing the foot into the ball. And it's this sequence is something I do pretty much every day of my life, and in a minute we'll stand and we'll notice the difference, and usually once you've experienced that you won't want to not do it again. So let's just stand and notice. So yeah, I can feel the bottom of my foot is much more connected to the floor. There's more parts of it in contact. If you have very flat feet, you probably find you actually get a little bit more of an arch. If you have a really big arch, you probably, as I'm doing, feeling like, oh yeah, that arch is slightly eased and I'm getting more contact, more support. And yeah, not only that, but the sort of front of the ankle feels a little softer, and the front of my hip on that side feels more open, and the whole thing feels more connected. And when I now hop on it, I've got lots of springy bounciness, and I can feel that shock absorption is really working much better than if I try and hop on the other one. It just feels so different. So you'll want to do the other side, and you'll want to do it very regularly. And yeah, I take my balls wherever I go, because it's such a thing that helps how we make contact with the ground, makes such a difference. So yeah, enjoy, and you'll do the other foot and then do both feet as often as you can.